And I'm Delia Bracken. Many college and university juniors and seniors not only have to worry about exams and finals, but they also worry about graduating later than scheduled. WCSB's Danielle Parker has more. Good evening, I'm Delia Bracken. Our top story tonight, Deborah LaFave, the teacher who had sex with her 14-year-old student, has managed to avoid a trial. Earlier today, Marion County's Judge Hale rejected a plea agreement, and it appeared that LaFave was heading to court. A drug deal turned deadly today. Officials say they were called to a home on North Maple Street and found an 18-year-old man shot at least once in the upper body. The hottest ticket in town this year. Soon, thousands of visitors will be at this museum, all hoping to see the gown Diana wore when she married Prince Charles. A developing story this morning. Deputies are on the scene of a deadly shooting at an adult club in Pasco County. It happened at the Calendar Girls Club in this area early tomorrow morning. The president will walk this very sidewalk and discuss how well the local economy is doing. But not everyone agrees. Debate today on overhauling the nation's immigration laws. Senators will consider a measure passed yesterday that would clear the way for 11 million illegal aliens. Stealing boats has become big business around the state, and it's not just the small crafts getting ripped off. Just yesterday, a $2.5 million yacht was stolen. Police arrested 17-year-old Nathan Smith for homicide. According to police, Smith and the 18-year-old were at a house on 39th Avenue playing with firearms. A wild disturbance here last night kept local police busy. It started when fights broke out among a large crowd of teenagers, and some worry it'll happen again tonight. 60 officers. You will be formally introduced to a fresh face of country music. Well, that's interesting to know, because it does seem like college students are taking much longer to graduate these days. But now it's clear that it's not just those college parties. All this month, WCSB News has been showcasing unique and historic places around Nashville. Tonight, WCSB reporter Carrie Smith shows us Hillsborough Village's own Belcourt Theater. Week when WCSB News showcases the historic Ryman Auditorium. Cell phones and driving. Safety is questioned when the two intertwine. WCSB's Kurt Lehue has more. Well, hopefully this will be resolved sooner than later. But in the meantime, drivers should remember to drive for themselves and others, which may require their undivided attention. And for our final story tonight, there's new fashion dressing Music City like those on the runways of New York City and Milan. And it's coming from the other side of the world.
Talented. You know, she's getting married this year, and I asked her if she's making her own dress for her wedding, and she's actually not. She went to David's Bridal and bought a dress for her wedding. Isn't that funny?
That is insane.
Yes, yes, I know.
Have a great night. An unusual arrest at one area elementary school today. A 5-year-old was handcuffed after throwing a temper tantrum, and the whole incident caught on tape. Police declined to comment, but an investigation into the 4 officers who were present is underway. Findings from that investigation should be public in 2 weeks. County fire crews were busy battling a brush fire today. The blaze is burning in a pasture on Lake Cook Road. The flames aren't threatening any homes, but the smoke from the fire was blowing in the direction of I-4. Earlier, firefighters were concerned the smoke could create some dangerous driving conditions during rush hour. 3 brush trucks, an engine, and a tanker worked on the brush fire all day. In health news, the rate of chronic kidney failure more than doubled in 10 years. Experts are surprised by the dramatic increase. Possible explanations include obesity, an aging population, and advances in medical care that keep patients alive longer. Coming up, Chris Murphy will be in the Weather Center with a close look at that weekend forecast, and we'll take you to a home for retired primates that were once famous faces in television and movies. All that coming up next. Welcome back. There is a place not far from here that few people even know exists. It is a home for unwanted chimps, gorillas, and monkeys. What is fascinating is that many of the primates housed here were once household names. This is the Suncoast Primate Sanctuary. It is home to some 50 different primates, including this 550-pound gorilla named Otto. Otto was saved by the sanctuary years ago when a zoo was going to put him to sleep because he was sick. You might remember Otto from the famous commercial where he was throwing around luggage. And now meet Cheetah. This is hard to believe, but Cheetah is the original chimp from the old Tarzan movies filmed in the 1930s. Cheetah is now 75 years old. Over 100 volunteers take care of the primates at Suncoast. Suncoast is nonprofit and is not open to the public. Well, that's all for tonight. I'm Delia Bracken. Have a great evening.